Good evening, this is Lady Anne, and welcome back to the Haunted Railroad. In the last video, we were checking out an app that my daughter and I actually found, and it was called Scary Chat Stories. Since recording the video, her and I have actually looked through a lot of the different stories, and I have to say, I love how you never know how they're going to end. Sometimes it feels like it ends and you have that closure, but there's other times where it just leaves you hanging. And more often than not, after you're done reading these stories, you're sitting there like, seriously? Like, this is how it ends? Or no way, you know? So that has been a lot of fun. So in this YouTube video, what I'm wanting to do is go over to the 2-sentence Reddit horror stories. Those are a lot of fun. I've been reading through a couple of them this evening, and I just was so inspired to share it with my listeners that I decided to make this YouTube video. So we'll start here. A young man hired me to take care of his parents. He promised to pay me once he got the inheritance. It's pretty brutal. Hey Dad, it's Emily. Can you open up the door? I jumped as Emily walked up behind me, asking who was knocking on our door. The shoe on the side of the road was so pretty. I could almost overlook the foot still inside. That's horrible. Some of these are brutal. I'm amazed. Let's go with another one. So, a lot of these that I'm reading for the first time. And I think that I'm just going to leave my reactions inside the video. Before you pass out, you raise your hand up, tried to stop him from what he was about to do to you. Your vision fades as the man smiles, readjusts your anesthesia mask, and picks up the scalpel in his very unwashed hands. That's weird. I always warned her to look before crossing a road, only this time the reason why really hit her. God. Oh no. Oh my gosh. It's so surprising. The beautiful girl who was sitting by my side while waiting smiled at me through the window as my train was departing. When music stopped and I heard Bluetooth disconnected in my headphones, I finally understood why. As I leave the bedroom early in the morning, I give her a kiss on the cheek, the purest form of love I can express. I make sure to close the window behind me so she won't know I was there. Oh no. I got a paper note thrown under my door. It was blank. The fact that it got thrown under my closet door was the intriguing part. She looked at him and couldn't believe that she still loved him this deeply after so many years. He looked at the stranger who just ordered the caramel macchiato and thought it was coincidental that he had bumped into her several times over the last few weeks. I could draw my sleep paralysis demon so you can understand, but I think it's a bad idea to give that thing a form. Waking up, I was distraught when the unfamiliar doctor told me I had been in a coma for 15 years. No, 50, he enunciated when my head became clearer. They said the death rate was 5%. It was the undead rate that was worrying. My friend felt sorry for my loss and gave me a hug. The funny thing is, he was the one I was grieving over. Oof. And there we have it. 2-sentence horror stories. And some of them were seriously brutal. I actually had to end up taking some of them out. However, if you have a horror story that you would like to submit and have me read on The Haunted Railroad, please feel free to email me at hauntedrailroad@gmail.com. Thank you. Good night.
It seemed strange being back in the old house, now empty, after all those years. My therapist thought it might alleviate the continuing nightmares. Upon closing the door, my blood froze as I felt invisible arms wrap around me, and a low, sultry voice whispered,
"I always knew you'd come back,"
into my ear.